So woodland photography is a type of photography that I kind of shy away from because I struggle with compositions, and to try and find beauty in amongst the chaos is a really difficult thing to do. So I've dropped myself in it and I've come to a nature reserve. This is Holliford Nature Reserve, and they give pretty nasty weather later on and some storms coming in and thunderstorms. So I thought I'd get out now and have a little walk around and see what I can come up with, and yeah, kind of just drop myself in it and see what happens really. I went out at the weekend with Paul and we went up to a place called Blackberry Camp, and it's renowned for its bluebells, and it was really beautiful, and I come away with some really nice shots, and shots that I wouldn't normally kind of do, kind of intimate, close-up, almost macro kind of shots. And yeah, it's not really my style of photography, but I enjoyed it, and yeah, I kind of wanted to make a video then, but I didn't have the vlogging camera, and I didn't have my bits and bobs, and we were only there for about half an hour, so I kind of wanted to reenact that and see what I could come up with today. So yeah, I have no idea where I'm going. I'm just going to walk around these paths and see if anything catches my eye, and see if I can come up with some nice images. So let's see if I can find anything. So as I was saying earlier on, I do find this type of photography so difficult, and it is just because it's so hard to find a composition in amongst like everything that's going on, all the branches or the leaves or the trees, and it's so difficult to find something. But I found a nice little composition here. I've actually switched over. I was using the Zeiss lens when I was setting up just then, but I've put my Samyang 50mm 1.4 on, and I think for woodland photography, or for my style of woodland photography, bokeh is like your best friend. By bokeh I mean depth of field, so shooting at like wide open, as in as far open as your lens will go. So this lens will go to an aperture of 1.4, so you may have a lens that will do 1.8 or 2.8, 3.5, as wide open as you can get. And when that happens, when you focus on something, the background goes nice and blurry and you get that buttery smoothness like you do with portraits and stuff. And I think that's your best friend when it comes to intimate macro woodland shots, like I'm doing here. And I've set up a composition here with the 50mm 1.4, shooting at 1.4, ISO 50, 2-second timer. And yeah, a nice shot. Again, like I said, not my normal style, but it's good to jump out your boundaries and try and explore different types of photography, but good fun nonetheless. So a nice image, not one of my best, but still nice. I think now though I'm going to put the tripod away and keep it on my bag, and just walk around with my camera in my hand, because you know, sometimes I say I like to put the camera up to my eye and then look around through the viewfinder and see if I can find compositions. And oh look, a hat. Anyone need a hat? Yes. So So you know, sometimes I like to put the camera up to my eye. It makes for trying to find compositions a bit easier. So if I've got the camera up to my eye, I think I'll spot compositions a bit better, or a bit more easier than trying to look for them by myself, because yeah, just all this chaos is so difficult to find anything. So that's what I'm going to do for now. Camera in hand, 50mm 1.4, and try and find some beauty somewhere. I will just add though, I am lost. I am deep in some wood somewhere and I have no idea where I'm going, and the only guidance I have right now is either to try and go back the same way that I've been walking and try and retrace my steps, or look up. And I know I parked the car towards the east and the sun is directly above me, and I think that way is west, so I'm gonna head this way. One thing I do think though, and although I'm finding the photography really difficult, the sound in and amongst the woodland is absolutely awesome. When you can just hear birds and like bumblebees and water rushing around, and when there's no one else around, and there is no one else here, I've seen nobody else. It's absolutely amazing. As for photography though, I think it's something I'm going to have to work on, woodland photography. I'm quite lucky really, I've got a few nice woodland areas or wooded areas, forests and stuff quite near to me and local to me. So on days like this when it's not looking great, and or days where it's just completely sunny and there's no clouds, I think I should make the effort and get into wooded areas and try and perfect this with this style of photography. Do you guys struggle with woodland photography, or is it like one of your fortes? I'd like to know what you do to try and get around the chaos and the sticks and branches and leaves and everything else, and try and find beauty in amongst it all. Or if you're like me and you struggle with this style of photography, just drop me a comment down below and we can have a chat about it, and maybe meet up and try and tackle this one together. So I think I'm going to call it a day here. I did manage to get one okay-ish sort of shot there, more of an Instagram shot really, of these like leaves. I don't know what they're called, they're kind of like palm leaves, these ones here, and they make for a nice image if you've got like a wide open aperture, and again blurring out the background. And I think that's the only way I can really try and find anything here, but it's time to call it a day, get back and yeah, enjoy the rest of the day. So if this is a style of photography, like I said earlier on, that you struggle with, just drop us a comment down below and give us some tips and hints and whatever, and on what you do to try and make your life a bit easier. And likewise, if this is a style of photography that you're a master at, then teach me your ways, because this is something I really struggle with, and it's good to work on your weaknesses. So thanks for checking in and watching this one. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please do click that subscribe button, give us a like and a comment, and I will see you guys in the next one.